You also have a true nightmare in which there are two camps. The one camp, which goes back years and is a total subculture, which involves mystery sites that go back years that heavily cover the subject, in which he was searching for the M cave. Okay, so you have a subculture in which their world ends. Their entire world ends if everything is not based on going up searching for an M cave, which can never be done, so the mystery keeps going just like with Bigfoot. Okay, however, you now have a different group, modern searchers, that do not believe that he was searching for no M cave, and this other subculture over here, going back into their teens and they're now in their adult years, that their entire world ends if someone goes up here and views the phone was found here and views it as an anchor point, that he could have been working here, wherever. You see what I'm saying? You have the subculture here, which is great. I would have went there first, absolutely. However, he's not been found there. It has been searched. There is no M cave. Their whole world ends if somebody goes up there and they see people are closing in. They clearly see that people are going up there in midsummer, let alone the fall, and they're afraid their whole world will come toppling down. That if someone goes up here now, Chuck Vlog, nobody has done more than Chuck Vlogs, absolutely, no doubt about it. Scott Nuttall, absolutely, nobody tops him. But he's been an M cave searcher. He's going all over the place. I mean, he's even been over here. He's even been over here. But he's an M cave searcher, and they are kind of now in the past. And so you have this old guard, which I call the originals, knowing that an entire subculture could end, of aliens, Area 51 covered M caves, could end if anybody goes up here and finds actual remains. And then the whole thing ends. The whole thing ends. They don't want that. They don't want that. They're for a fact, is, what do you call it, a drive, that they don't want modern people going up searching normal places. Now, these ravines have been come up from down below. They've been gone up from down below. Ravine 1, Ravine 2, Ravine 3, and especially this area have been gone up from down below, but nobody has gone up above, which that's not a possible area to get to. You can go up there in an hour and come down and look down, that suppose the fall was not from him coming up from below, but suppose it was him working his way down. Now, when he said he went up, I spent the night up there, notice what he said. I came down and I came to cliffs, but I made it down. So, yeah, what? You think there's not modern people going up there that are going to go right up here from the saddle? You can walk right up here and go here, do this, that, the other thing. Now, you're not going to do it in one day and do every goddamn thing. But like these critical areas, nobody has went up and looked down. If he worked down, that he could. Okay, now here's another thing. In the middle of November, he could have been freezing his ass off. Okay, so now here's where Wrath is going to say, I jump around. Okay, first of all, I believe the cell phone to be an anchor point. Okay, but let's suppose that he dropped it or whatever, and then somehow went out, run around, and gone over here searching for stuff, artillery shells, because it was freezing his goddamn ass off. Well, how do I know that? But I assure you this, the Area 51 area, the borderline for it is way over here. It's way over here, not in this area at all. So what you have is a nightmare, and the main point is that I am the cell phone is an anchor point. It's an anchor point. Unless you did something like drop the goddamn cell phone and didn't notice it till 2 days later. I have definitely gotten back from hikes, and where's my cell phone? And I didn't use it during the hike, and I got back, you know, the next day. But I view the cell phone as an anchor point, which makes these areas much more highly important, in my opinion. Now, when Chuck went up there, he did good, but he also covered a massive area in a few hours. Now, this one up here, the rock cairn, I believe the rock cairn to be, I would say right here, but he won't divulge it. He won't say where he went. The rock cairn, the relatively modern rock cairn, not hundreds of years old, but shows that he clearly was up here. He clearly was up in this area. But what if Kenny Veach had went up and worked down, as he did before when he said he spent the night up here? Well, then that could mean that a person, nobody's going to do it. I know I can't. If it was 20, 30 years ago, I would have. But nobody is going to walk up here, come down here, go down here, and then look down into these ravines. You know, work along here, look down, because like when vlogs went up, we assume the fall would have took place. You come up, here's a cliff, and the fall took place there. What if it occurred as he was working down? You know. Anyway, there's my point. Don't think that area has been searched. It's been searched, yes. But there's one goddamn hell of a lot of important area, like right in here, that most certainly has not been searched.